What's poppin', guys? Welcome back to Sam Talk Sports. Let's talk about the rumor that the Pistons blockbuster Jerami Grant trade offer for Ben Simmons was turned down by the Sixers. Is this true? I mean, let's take a look at this trade package. Pistons package of Grant, Saddiq Bey, Olynyk, and a first-round pick was not met with much enthusiasm by Philadelphia's brass. I think that's wild, because if I were the 76ers, I would take this deal, in a heartbeat. I'm a Pistons fan. I, in some ways, feel like this package might be too much for the Pistons to give up. In fact, maybe that first round pick, depending on where it is, if it's like next year's first round pick, you know how bad the Pistons are this year. They're probably gonna be a lottery pick. They're gonna be a guaranteed lottery pick team, and if they get like a top 3 pick, that wouldn't be out of the blue. Maybe I would switch that first round pick for like a Killian Hayes, because if this trade went through, Simmons is a starting point guard, Killian Hayes is also a point guard. Simmons and Cunningham could coexist, but the two of them plus Hayes probably wouldn't coexist. So I would maybe want to swap out that first round pick for Killian Hayes and a second rounder, or even switch out Saddiq Bey for Killian Hayes for me to justify this trade for the Pistons perspective. So the fact that Philadelphia didn't really even like this deal is wild to me, especially with how many suitors Detroit Pistons have for Jerami Grant. I think in an article it says that almost a dozen teams in the league are interested in Jerami Grant, and I think Jerami Grant could definitely help a contender a lot. I felt like had Jerami Grant stayed with the Nuggets, and if Jamal Murray was healthy, the Nuggets would have been a very nice team in the playoffs, and I feel like they could have easily made the NBA Finals with Jerami Grant and a healthy Jokic and Jamal Murray. But that's besides the point. I don't quite understand what the 76ers are doing with Simmons, because it's clear that Simmons is committed. He's not going to play with Sixers again. And the Sixers are being quite stubborn. They want like an S-tier package for Simmons, and they won't budge, which I think is bold, because the longer they wait, I don't think it's gonna get any better for them, because some teams will just move on. If the Pistons find a better deal for Jerami Grant with a desperate contender, maybe even the Lakers or the Knicks, who really wants to contend in the playoffs, or even the Celtics, then they might even offer a better package for Jerami Grant, and boom, just like that, another potential solid deal trade package for Ben Simmons is now gone. So 76ers, I'm befuddled by why they aren't interested in that package. If this were the case, because obviously it's NBA rumors, you never know what's true, what's not, and hypothetically, if Ben Simmons joined the Pistons on that trade, I would think it'll be an alright trade. It'll be an interesting trade, because to have Cunningham, Simmons, and Isaiah Stewart as 3 core pieces in a starting lineup, that's a good start. But right here, the Pistons, they have been struggling for a long time. I mean, I can't believe how many seasons they've struggled for. I'm a loyal Pistons fan. For the past 13 seasons, no playoff wins. 3 times they got swept in the playoffs. I still remember, hoping for just 1 win in the playoffs. But anywho, I like that they're doing a full rebuild. They're committed to it. I think in a couple of years they'll get stronger, they'll improve. And Ben Simmons probably wouldn't be that interested in joining a solid dollar team like the Pistons anyway. So I think this rumor, the chances of this happening is quite low. But if the offer was actually out there, I don't understand why the Sixers didn't jump on it, And Jerami Grant, he fits everywhere. I'm very interested to see where Jerami Grant ends up. And also Ben Simmons, I mentioned a possibility maybe this offseason, if the Celtics season proves to be disappointing. Could that be a swap? Who knows? I think that some of the scrutiny on Ben Simmons is understandable, yet don't forget just how elite of a defender Simmons is. If he were on the Sixers team right here, right now, I feel like they would be a top 4 seed in the East, and they would still be an NBA Finals contender. You know, similar to football or even a sport like hockey, the postseason allows you to learn, grow, develop, and last season, yeah, Ben Simmons did quite bad in the playoffs, but he only has 34 games of experience. Who is to say that had he, you know, had the response and the critique to Ben Simmons been lighter, maybe he would still feel motivated to play in Philly, and they could be having a solid postseason right now. I'm not trying to defend Ben Simmons in any way, but I think now that the situation, the drama between Simmons and the Sixers had gone to this point, the Sixers can't keep searching for that S-tier package because most likely it's never going to come. So if a package as solid as the Pistons one is offered, you gotta take it. Otherwise, I feel like the Sixers might regret offers like these in the future. Alright, that's it for this breakdown. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, don't forget to live a spicy life. Peace.